What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a mid-season ranking of all 32 NFL teams. So this is what I think of them after these 8 games. It's not like a power rankings. This is still like, for example, like the Buccaneers, who are 3-5 right now. I'm not going to put in below average just because uh they're playing below average right now. Because you got to look at their team still. Everything's into a factor. Before we get into the whole video, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I am trying to get back into this YouTube thing because I've been really, really busy. The last video that I just did a couple days ago got 6 more views than I thought it would, and got 2 more likes than I thought it would. So I'm really, really happy that you guys like me being back. And if you guys like the NFL content, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below that saying that you like it, so I know to keep doing it. Or if you have any other ideas that you'd like me to do, any other sports, any other random ideas, it can be anything. Please comment it down below. Again, thanks for the support so much, and let's get right into this tier list. So at the top, we have the elite teams. Right below that, we got the very solid teams. Right below that, we got the decent teams, the below average teams, and then the absolute trash teams. We got a long list of teams. I'll be giving you a little of what their season recap and saying where I think they would be. The Cincinnati Bengals, they have been decent this year. So far this year, they've been decent. Offensively, they've been solid. They've had a lot of games where they've gone crazy, and other games where they kind of don't really do anything. And it's honestly kind of same with their defense. They have a very, very inconsistent team right now. Rough start to the year, starting to come back. I think they're still a very solid team. Now, here's what I'll say. They were almost an elite team at the start of the year. I'm putting them at the bottom of very solid because they haven't been meeting my expectations this year. There is better teams in the NFC North, but they're still a good team. They still got a great offense, even though Jamar Chase is out currently. And their defense is surprising right now in a good way. I'm going to put them very solid. Chargers, I'm also going to put them very solid, right ahead of the Bengals. They've also just been kind of decent this year. They are starting to get a couple more wins, but currently they are decent. You got Austin Eckler has had one of the best seasons of his career. Justin Herbert's been a bit inconsistent. Keenan Allen's been injured. Mike Williams has been all right. I feel like their team has definitely not stepped standards. J.C. Jackson's been horrible, and he was like their big accusation along with Khalil Mack. But their team has not been good. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. For where I expected them to be in the elite teams by far. They were a Super Bowl contender, and they still are. That's why I'm gonna put them very solid, even though they're not playing great. And that's why I'm gonna put them I'll put them at the top middle of very solid. They still need to show me some more. They are gonna go in very solid. If you're the Chicago Bears, I'm sorry, Bears fans. You guys are absolute trash right now. Your offense I do not like. Don't like Justin Fields. I like David Montgomery. I like Khalil Herbert. I like your running backs. I like Darnell Mooney. But again, with the offense that you guys are running, it doesn't seem to support Darnell Mooney that well. Your tight end, Cole Kmet, meh. O-line's trash. Defense is all right. Like it's better than average, I would say. Your defense has been the one bright spot, but then you just lost Roquan Smith. You just lost Robert Quinn. Your team is kind of falling apart. I'm just sorry. I think it's over for you, Bears fans, especially the division you're in. Unfortunately, I see you last in the NFC North. You do have some young talent again. That name like Khalil Herbert, Dave Montgomery, and Darnell Mooney. But right now, you're absolute trash still. Next up, we got the LA Rams, another team I'm going to put right now in very solid. Again, they would go into elite, but right now they're not playing elite. They're playing below average, I would say, for the Rams. I'm putting them at the bottom because they have been the worst out of those 3 teams. Not getting great consistency from Matthew Stafford. It's been awful this year. Cooper Kupp's still been amazing. Who is your starting running back? I don't even know at this point. Your tight end's been meh. Allen Robinson's been all right, decent, starting to get a little better. Your defense has been a bit inconsistent and a bit all over the place. You have stars. We know you have stars. And that's why I'm putting you in very solid because we know you can be that top team. But right now, you're not showing me it. You're not showing me it. So I got to put you at the bottom of very solid, even though you are still very solid. I'm not going to lie. I gotta put the Raiders in below average right now. I have to. They've not been good. Like these other teams, they're still having a decent record. Like I think the Chargers are what like I'm gonna butcher these records. I think they're like four. I think they're all around like 500 right now. This team is I think 2-6. The bottom of their division right now. I think if I'm not mistaken, maybe the Broncos with you and the Broncos, but they're a team that had high expectations, but not a ton. I still have them being worse than the AFC West. And I called that, I think. I'm starting season, I put them in decent to very solid. Right now, they're below average. They're not good. It's simple as that. I think Devontae Adams has been decent, has been struggling. Derek Carr's been terrible. Darren Waller's been pretty bad. Josh Jacobs has been a bright spot. He's been amazing. Josh Jacobs, if Saquon was not there, he would most improved. He's been amazing. Yeah, I gotta put them in below average though because they have not shown me enough. Their defense has been meh, letting up a lot of points. I gotta put you guys in below average right now. You guys have to get together. I do not like your team right now. The Lions, I'm sorry, Lions. I had a little bit of faith in you at the start of the year. You have a great offense, but your defense is absolutely horrible. You're gonna go into absolute trash. Now, here's what I will say: your offense has been a bright spot. Jared Goff's been great. Amon-Ra, when he's been healthy, has been great. DeAndre Swift, when he's healthy, has been great. Um, Jamal Williams, backup running back, touchdown machine, has been great. DJ Chark, okay. TJ Hawkinson, before he just got traded to Minnesota, new trade deadline alert there. I might do a recap of the trade deadline. I'm not gonna do that. I'll talk about it when I go through there. But yeah, um, they got they lost T.J. Hawkinson now, and they're just not playing great. It's because their defense. Their defense absolutely sucks. I think they're the worst defense in the league right now. And they're one of the worst teams in the league. I think they're better than the Bears. That's why I'm putting them ahead of Bears. But come on, I believe in you, Lions, and you're letting me down. I'm sorry, guys. Right now, I'm putting Green Bay in decent. They have not shown me enough. Um, Offense is nothing. It's just not the same anymore. You got good players like Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. AJ Dillon's been okay. Romeo Dobbs has been a decent surprise, but otherwise, your whole offense is a bunch of nobodies. Your defense has been okay, kind of saving you games, but also not at the same time. At the start of the year, again, I would put you in the very solid to elite tier. Right now, you are playing like a decent, honestly, below average team, not playing as a high up standards. I really believe that the Devontae Adams leaving would not have that much of an impact on you. It's showing that it does, and your offense just isn't the same anymore. The Commanders are also going to go in absolute trash ahead of both these teams though, because they have been a bit surprising. Carson Wentz has been decent, but it's been very inconsistent. Antonio Gibson is just not the same anymore. Brian Robinson's been a decent bright spot. Terry McLaurin's still scary Terry. Um, the rest of your offense doesn't really matter. Your defense has been terrible. Your team has been below average to absolute trash. I mean, you don't have a team. There's not like one specific like player to lead your team around except for Scary Terry, and that's just hasn't had the craziest year. And I just don't think that you can put a team that commands anything above absolute trash. They are the top of absolute trash, but they're still absolute trash. They're just not. They're not that good right now. Chiefs, yeah, they're elite. Chiefs are elite. They're still it. I thought the Tyreek Hill impact might make them more of a very solid team or a decent team. It's showing that it's not. Andy Reid, Mahomes, and Kelsey is all you need. Tyrann Mathieu lost. Their defense has been solid, but really the offense is carrying. I think good ads like Juju Smith-Schuster just got Kadarius Toney. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been a bright spot. Obviously Travis Kelsey, Patrick Mahomes. The stars go on and on. KC's still that team. I right now think that they are the second best team or third best team. I think they're third right now in the league. Because coming in at number one right now is the Philadelphia Eagles. They are undefeated. They are 8-0 or 9-0. That's why I don't even know what the record is. They have been undefeated. This is actually ridiculous how the Eagles have been playing. I had them being the best team in the NFC East. I have them being solid this year. I think their record was 11-5 in my predictions, or 12-5 or something like that. But my God, they have just outblown my standards even, and I had pretty high standards in them. They've been amazing. Jalen Hurts has been a great QB. Miles Sanders, a surprising good running back, is above average. Wide receivers got AJ Brown, has been just amazing and a great fit there. Devontae Smith, who has been amazing for his second year as a Philadelphia Eagle. You got Dallas Goedert's been a sneaky little pick. Their O-line's been great. Their defense has been solid. Hasn't been great, but has been solid still. And their offense is scoring points. They are getting points. They're winning games, and they're undefeated. That's all you can ask. They're the best team in the league right now. On paper, maybe not, but you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. They have to be the best team in the league right now because they haven't lost a game. You gotta give them credit for that. The Minnesota Vikings right now, they're an elite team. What do you guys say? 6-1 right now? They've been ridiculous. Great offensive production. Kirk Cousins has been great. Dalvin Cook's been solid, but also been a little bit all over the place. Justin Jefferson's been amazing. Adam Thielen's been solid. They just got TJ Hawkinson. That's going to be a great fit for them. Their offense is ridiculous. Now, their defense could be better, but they have been a bit surprising this year in a good way. I think they're getting more production from their defense last year, and they've been a really surprising team this year. They're the NFC North favorite, and honestly, I have them winning the NFC North at this point. I had the Packers at the start. I mean, it's over. The Vikings are going to win the NFC North now. Yeah, they're an elite team. 6-1. What else can you ask for? They're an elite team. Vikings going elite. Not better than the Chiefs or Eagles because I think the Chiefs, although have a worse record, have a better team. And I think the Eagles are undefeated as well, so I have to just put them ahead. But they are still an elite team. The Dolphins are going to go in. Actually, they're going to go. Ooh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the Dolphins here, and I'm going to put the LA Rams at decent. I have to right now. They've been below average. So I have to realize that even though they were a Super Bowl caliber team, this is a different LA Rams team, and it really hasn't even changed that much. But they're still decent. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, you gotta give me the Rams in this game. I'm putting the Rams at decent now. I'm moving them over. They just like I said, they've just been below average. Now we're going back to the Dolphins. Dolphins have been solid. Tua's been one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Just been a passing machine. Running backs, I really could care less. Is Raheem Mostert the main running back there? He's been okay. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle's been an insane duo. Mike Gesicki's been good. O-line's been all right. Defense has not been great, but it's like the Lions, but they're winning games. High productive offense, not the best defense, but it still works. They're a very solid team. The bottom are very solid because they still need to be more of a complete team, offense and defense. But I mean, their team's been very, very good this year. The Patriots are going to go in decent. They are lower end of decent, but they have been decent this year. Record-wise, they've been decent. They've been around 500. They've been destroying bad teams. They've been being pretty competitive against good teams. Again, not a team that's going to overwhelm you based on their roster, but you got Bill Belichick. That's all you need. I'm picking the Patriots at the end of decent. They've been about the middle of the league right now. The Saints, the Saints are tough. They're also going to go in decent ahead of the Patriots. They actually, I know Patriots. I was just praising you. I am praising you still. I'm just going to put you in below average because I think there needs to be a bit more balance because you got to realize where you think all the teams are going to be. I'm putting the Saints at decent though. They've been good. Andy Dalton as a starting QB has been very unreasonably solid. Alvin Kamara got into form last week. Has been great. Wide receivers, Chris Olave has been good. Michael Thomas has been hurt. Can't really rate him. Honestly, the rest of their team is a bit. It's kind of like it's a bit like the Patriots, except I feel that they have a bit. Their defense has been great. They just shut out the Raiders 2 weeks ago. Actually ridiculous. I think the Saints are still a really good team. I think they can be a little sneaky pick with how this NFC South is going to win the NFC South. Maybe. Right now they're gonna go decent. The Ravens, they've been good. Are they elite? They're gotta be elite, right? Ravens have to be elite. They've been the best team in the NFC North. Good record. They've been playing like an MVP. Lamar Jackson is playing like an MVP again. Running backs, don't really care about. I mean, J.K. Dobbins has been hurt the whole year, so I don't know if I can really rate it. But Lamar Jackson is basically your running back. Rashad Bateman, it sucks that he's injured for the whole year. But Devin Duvernay has been a bit of surprising. You still got Mark Andrews. You still got a great line. You still got an amazing ish defense. They've been very, very disappointing from this season, but I'm still gonna say they're amazing because look at what they have. They just added Roquan Smith, and you think they're gonna be trash? They have to be elite right now. They have to be elite. The record shows and the roster shows. Give me the Ravens as a bottom elite tier team, not as good as the Vikings because of record. The Jets. See, I'm gonna put them at the bottom of decent because I know you guys, your Jets fans, are gonna be like, "My God, look at a record." I get it. I get it. You know what? If you end the season with a winning record, I will bite my words and put you in very solid next year. I will. They've been so good this year. I don't know how. I feel like it's gonna fall into pieces, but it hasn't. I don't even know what else to say. They've been just a sneaky team, and right now they are in a hard division keeping up with the Bills and Dolphins and even Patriots. It's actually ridiculous. I'm putting them on a decent because they are better than all these, they record wise, better than all these teams. I think they might even be better than the Dolphins and these teams as well. So if we're being honest, Jets gotta be in elite, but they can't be because you gotta look at their roster. It's still not the best roster. It's a young roster, so it could tear it apart. I'm putting it at decent, but I wouldn't. But if they keep this up, I will gladly move them up. Jets fans, you should be happy. Your team's playing great. Next up, we got the New York Giants. I mean, it's another team just like the Jets who've been playing great. I'm going to put them ahead. I'm gonna put them there. Ooh, you know what? Give me the. I feel like a lot of people have a little bit higher expectations on the Giants, and they've been doing that. Danny Dimes has been great. Saquon Barkley's been the most improved player of the year by far. He's been amazing. Wide receivers, not as memorable, but still decent. Tight end, I don't even know who your tight end is. I'm not gonna lie. Um, O line's been good. Defense has been showing up, and their team overall is just scoring points. Danny Dimes is throwing dimes again. And I'm putting them ahead of all these teams. Now, again, I get what I just said about the Jets, and I feel like it's contradicting to what I'm saying about the Giants. But I think the Giants had a better roster going into the season. I think they had a bit more higher prediction going into the season. Maybe not saying that they were a playoff team going to start the season. That's why they're putting it decent. They have, and I think right now they have the same or a better record than the Jets. So that's why I'm putting them there. They're both in the same category. They've both been very, very surprising New York teams. The Dallas Cowboys, they gotta go in very solid. I mean, they gotta go here, right? They gotta go here. They've been talking very solid. Their defense has been one of the best defenses in the league. Now that Dak Prescott's back, he had a really good week last week. I could see him going off. Now you don't have Zeke, but Tony Pollard's an outstanding backup option. CD's been good. Tight ends, Dalton Schultz has been okay. O line's been all right. Their offense hasn't been. It's been average, but the defense has been so good. Micah Parsons is making a case for MVP. Not even Defensive Player of the Year, but MVP on how he's playing. The Cowboys are a really surprising team this year. Now, this NFC East team is stacked. Stacked, this NFC East. I'm sorry for you Commanders fans because you're having to face like 6-2, 6-2, 8-0 teams. I'm super sorry for that. Next, we got the Philadelphia. I said Philadelphia Steelers. What am I doing? Pittsburgh Steelers. Sorry, you got to go here. Yeah, honestly, you gotta go there. They've not been good. What do I have to say? Kenny Pickett's been a mess so far this year. Najee Harris has been brutal this year. You just trade Chase Claypool. Anthony Johnson just gets injured and doesn't have as much production as usual. Pat Freiermuth was great last year, but not showing up this year too much. Your defense has been kind of mid at best. And you just haven't been able to show that you can win games at a consistent rate. I gotta put you in absolute trash right now. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. I mean, Seahawks, they have to go in decent, right? It's another decent team who you wouldn't expect. I'm putting them. Ooh, I'm gonna put them just behind. See, okay, you know what? You know what? We're doing that. I'm sorry. We gotta do it to our teams. We gotta give our teams credit. The Seahawks. What do I have to say? Geno Smith has been ridiculous. DK Metcalf's been good. Their offense has been just scoring points. Very similar again to like the Lions. They're scoring a lot of points. Their defense isn't good, but their defense isn't good. Doesn't mean they're a bad team though. They still got an insane offense. You wouldn't expect it. You'd expect their team to be trash this year. They surprised a lot of people. I'm taking the Seahawks at decent. Yeah, the Bills are the second best team in the league right now. They are the best team on paper. The Bills are the best team on paper, and they should be number one. But the Eagles are still undefeated, so I gotta put the Eagles ahead of them. But the Buffalo Bills, they gotta be number two. Josh Allen has been amazing. Devin Singletary been a surprisingly solid player for him not being used as much because it's such a good offense. Diggs has been an Offensive Player of the Year candidate, one of the best wide receivers, if not the best right now in the game. Tight end Dawson Knox has been good. Gabriel Davis has been good. Their O-line has been good. Their defense has been the top 5 defense in the league. Everything that you want from them is working. They're beating good teams, and they're beating them by a good amount. Give me the Bills at number 2. Uh, I'm so sorry, Bucks. I'm so sorry. You are below average behind the Patriots. That's going to trigger a lot of Bucks fans. I can already tell. If you're a Bucks fan, I'm so sorry if you're watching this video to put you there. But you even got to admit your team's been bad. Your team's been trash. Your offense, on paper, looks amazing. Brady, Fournette, Godwin, Evans. You got Kevin Brady. Like, your team is full on with loaded talent. But you haven't been putting it together. Tom Brady's looking terrible. Your offense is looking terrible. Your defense still has been really good. But if your offense is scoring 10 points or less a game, your defense letting up 17 is still really good, just not enough. I'm putting the Bucks at below average right now. I'm so sorry, Bucks fans. The Colts, I'm sorry as well. They're ahead of the Raiders. I don't care what you say. But they're still also gonna go below average. They've been bad this year. Again, they got to the point where now they're putting Sam Ehlinger in instead of Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's been absolutely trash. Though they have great stars, John Taylor's been a disappointment. Michael Pittman's been good. Their defense has been bad. There's nothing about their team that's working right now, and I'm so sorry again, Colts fans. Oh, where do I place the Niners? Where do I place the Niners, guys? Where do I place the Niners? Roster-wise, which is adding Chris McCaffrey, they're elite. But I gotta put them right here. I'm putting them there. Because, again, you can look at record and say they're 4-4. But look at where the charts are. Look at the Niners roster now. I'm just gonna say it. Maybe I'm being biased. I'm not gonna say I'm being biased. If I was being biased, I put them in elite. They're not elite because look at their record, but their top is very solid. And here's the reason why. Look at their roster. Jimmy Garoppolo. No, not I know he's not a great quarterback, but he's an average QB. Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. O-line is great. Defense is one of the best in the league. This team has all the pieces together. They just had a good dominating win against the Rams with the first game with Christian McCaffrey being used like a number one. And I think this is where the Niners are just going to excel. They're going to beat a lot of teams. They got to buy now, but oh my God. I love this team right now on paper. Again, can't put them in elite right now because look at their record. They're 4-4. They're 500. But I can admit, if they keep winning games, they're definitely going to go in the elite very fast. The Browns are below average, honestly. They're there. What are the Browns' record this year? They've been decent. They just beat the Bengals. I'm gonna put them there. I'm actually gonna put them there. Top of below average. They've been below average, I'll admit. But at the end of the day, they're still a decent team. They're still performing better than I expected. And even when Deshaun Watson comes back, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I still gotta put the Browns at below average. I'm sorry, Browns fans. Next, we got the Arizona Cardinals. They've been the worst team in the NFC West. Honestly, right now, they're going to go there. Ahead of the Buccaneers, but behind the Patriots. Honestly, it's where I think they deserve. Offense has been good. Now you got D-Hop back. I don't know. If you can give me some wins, I will put you ahead. But right now, just the roster, the defense has been terrible, and your offense has been producing points, but not enough. I got to put you below average. Titans, honestly, they're very solid right now. You have to be honest because they are 5-2. Derrick Henry's been carrying. And I know the team doesn't look the greatest on roster. They kind of look like, oh, Derrick Henry, and that's about it. But they have a good coach. They are coached well, and they get wins, and that's all you need. They're 5-2 right now. And they were the number one team in the AFC last year, so you can't say, oh, record-wise they were bad, because even last year they were really, really good. They had I wouldn't say they had high expectations this year, but I think they were still expected to be a decent team at worst. And they've been really good this year. They were on a 5-game winning streak. They're showing that they are still a decent team. So I gotta put them at very solid right now. The Texans are absolute trash. They're the bottom of the team. They're the worst team in the league right now. And honestly, Jags, you can go there. There. Let me, actually, they're better than the Raiders. I'm going to go to the Texans first. Texans are the worst team in the league. They're not producing any points. Their defense has been not great. Their offense, the only strong thing is good is Dameon Pierce right now, and Brandon Cooks is okay. Your quarterback's been god awful, and I can't put you anywhere higher except for the worst team in the league. I'm sorry, Texans. You're gonna get Bruce Young though. Jaguars. Um, your offense has been inconsistent. They've been scoring a lot of points, then scoring no points. You just lost to the Broncos. You've been facing kind of some easy teams, and your record isn't that good. So that's what I'm gonna put you there. Defense has been good. But need to see more from the offense, need to see more production, need to see you getting some more wins to put you higher than below average. Falcons have been a good team as well. They're better than. Ooh, are they better than? I think they're gonna go there. Cause right now I think the Bucks still have a better team than the Falcons, but you gotta give Falcons credit. They've been winning games. Their offense has been producing points. Even though I don't like Marcus Mariota, he's been doing well as a QB. Gotta give the Falcons some credit. You guys are staying in the race for the worst division in the league. The Panthers, I'm sorry. You just lost so much. I gotta put you in trash. I'll put you. Ooh, they're there right now. They're better than the Steelers because I think the Steelers have been absolute trash this year, and the Panthers have at least shown a little bit of bright spots. But you just lost Christian McCaffrey. Your quarterback's PJ Walker, and you're just not a good team. And the last team we're gonna have to go is the Denver Broncos. They've been absolute trash. Honestly, right now, top of absolute trash. They've been terrible. Like, they have not looked good. Like, the Raiders have at least had some games where they've actually been able to score points. The Broncos games that they've won have been like 13-11, 10-9. They've been terrible. Defense has been amazing. Their defense has been elite. Their offense, terrible. The worst in the league, in my opinion. They've been awful. Actually, the Texans are worse, but they've still been awful. And that's where I'm going to end the tier list, guys. If you guys like the video, please like on this video. If we can get this video to 2 likes, 3 likes, I will post another video in the next couple days. At the end of this list, here's how I rank. At the number 1 team, I got the Eagles. Number 2, I had the Bills. Number 3, I had the Chiefs. 4, Vikings. 5, Ravens. 6, Niners. 7, Cowboys. 8, Chargers. 9, Bengals. 10, Dolphins. 11, Titans. 12, Giants. 13, Seahawks. 14, Jets. 15, Rams. 16, Packers. 17, Saints. 18, Browns. 19, Patriots. 20, Cardinals. 21, Buccaneers. 22, Falcons. 23, Colts. 24, Jags. 25, Raiders. 26 Broncos, 27 Commanders, 28 Lions, 29 Panthers, 30 Steelers, 31 Bears, and the 32nd team is the Houston Texans. If you guys disagreed, please comment down below. I'm fine with you disagreeing. I just want to see what your opinion is. Yes, again, if you guys skip to the end of the video, these 3 teams, the Giants, the Seahawks, and the Jets, record-wise has been great. But again, coming into this league, did you think that they were going to be this good? No. So that's why I'm putting them there. If you guys like the video, please like it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Good.